I married the man I wanted, so I got fed up with my wife and divorced her. Those words sound harsh, maybe even selfish, but they hold the truth of a journey that took me years to face and even longer to accept. I didn't plan for it to happen this way. I didn't wake up one morning and decide to destroy a life I had carefully built. But the moment I met Daniel, something shifted in me so deeply that I couldn't unsee it or pretend it didn't matter. For most of my adult life, I played the role of the ideal man. I married young to a woman who ticked every box. She was kind, warm, understanding, and she loved me, probably more than I ever deserved. Together, we built a home, shared memories, hosted dinners, and talked about future family vacations. To the world, we were a model couple, even to ourselves sometimes. But when I was alone, truly alone, I felt something missing, something I couldn't name without shame. I ignored it for years. I buried it beneath routine, smiles, work, responsibilities, and the constant hum of normal life. But that kind of silence builds pressure. You start to live two lives, the one you present and the one you secretly carry inside. The second one eats away at you slowly, and in my case, it eventually consumed the first. Daniel entered my life like a quiet storm. We met through a friend at an art gallery. He wasn't loud or striking at first glance, but something about him disarmed me. His eyes met mine and didn't look away too quickly. His questions were thoughtful, his laugh effortless, his presence oddly grounding. We talked about art, life, and regrets. With him, I didn't feel the need to pretend. I didn't have to perform. That night, something inside me opened, something that had been locked away for so long I almost forgot it was there. I tried to fight it. I distanced myself, tried to double down on my marriage, to be more attentive to my wife, more present, more invested. But every time I saw Daniel, even by accident, it reminded me of the truth I was running from. I had never truly loved my wife, not the way I was meant to. I loved her for the comfort she gave me, for the shelter from judgment, for being the safe choice in a world that punishes people like me. But love built on safety isn't the same as love built on truth. Telling her the truth was the hardest thing I've ever done. I expected anger, betrayal, even hatred. But what I got instead was a quiet, devastated look, like I had just erased her entire sense of reality. She cried, not with fury, but with heartbreak. And I did too. I told her I never meant to lie to her, that I thought I could be what she needed, that I thought I could bury who I really was. She didn't say much. She didn't have to. Her silence said everything. The divorce wasn't easy. We untangled years of shared memories, furniture, bank accounts, and social circles. We had to explain things to friends who didn't understand and to family members who whispered behind closed doors. I lost a lot of people in the process, people who saw me as a traitor, a coward, a liar. Maybe they weren't entirely wrong. But I also gained something priceless: honesty. Daniel didn't swoop in to rescue me. Our relationship grew slowly, cautiously. He never pressured me to leave my wife or make a decision before I was ready. But when I did, he stood by me, not as a prize or a symbol of freedom, but as a partner, as a man who loved me without conditions.